Hello, Universal Energies. It's your girl, Taurus Takeover. Here to do a reading for my Cancers. Hey, Cancers. Man, y'all energy been on me so hard. It started yesterday. Well, it started the other day. But then yesterday it was real heavy last night. And then today again. So when that happens, I know it's time for me to do a Cancer reading. That means somebody out there need these messages. So we're going to get right into it. The title said, What You're Waiting On, Cancer. What you're waiting on. But I'm going to say this. There's some things that can wait in your life, but there's some things that cannot. Okay? Remember, there's some things that can wait in your life. There's some things that cannot. All right. The thing that cannot wait, right, is that you need to release the need to complain. Release the need to complain, Cancer. All right. So I'm going to read the back of the card first, and then I'll do the intuitive reading. It says, honestly assess whether you're a complainer, no matter whether you share complaints with others or keep them to yourself. This tendency is a way of looking at a situation without seeing its potential blessings. Your goal is to release the predilection. Oh Lord, here I go. Your goal is to release the predilection to complain and instead see the positive side of things. Okay, so Cancer, there's some things that's been heavy on you, right? Heavy on your energy, right? Heavy on your chest, right? Some of you, not all of you, some of you probably haven't been feeling well or been ill or hospital or something like that. And it's just some things that you need to release because having this heavy on your spirit, it's just taking a toll on you, right? Some of you even getting extra gray hairs because of it, right? But you need to see the good in everything, right? When you release the heaviness that's coming, maybe this could be for some people, maybe this could be a mindset, right? Or just complaining in general. Complaining just keeps that energy active. So in order to things to get better in your life, you need to stop complaining, even if it's in your own thoughts, right? Just say, you know what, this gonna work out for my good, and just go on about your day. All right. It says I pulled a few self-love cards popped out for you, so I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm gonna read it. Okay. It says self-love is an act of reconditioning, an attempt to reestablish balance and enhance connection to your authentic self. All right. So it's like when you stop complaining, you're going to release a lot of heaviness off of you, right? And you're going to tap back into who you truly are, right? And once you do that, I see you're going to be in a season of discovery. All right. You could have Sagittarius or Scorpio in your environment, but you're going through a season of discovery. All right. This is a time for freedom and adventure. The thing is, the things that you're about to be discovering, it's going to be yourself. It's going to be your authentic self because it's like you've been, how do I want to say this? You've had a heaviness on you so long that you kind of forgot who you are, right? You haven't been focusing on the things that you could be focusing on, the fun things, the creative things. All right. I do get the energy that you're about to take off, right? Some of you could be traveling, right? By desert or beaches. But there's about to be a takeoff in your life. That's going to give you freedom. That's going to give you adventure, and it's going to help you discover who you are. Just remember, 3 self-love. I was trying to get 1, but 3 popped out. So the other self-love card says, the experience has come to nourish you. The experience has come to nourish you. So whatever you've been experiencing or about to experience, it's coming to nourish you. What is nourishment? Nourishment helps you feel better. It helps give you energy. It helps give you drive, right? It keeps the body going, right? So just remember that these experiences that you went through or going through is coming to make you better. Now I'm going to say this now. You got a bunch of 3s that keep popping up. You got 3 flowers. In tarot, this 2-1 is a 3. And here you got 3 doves or whatever those are. I don't know what they are. Whatever. 3 birds. Okay. I haven't said this card yet, but you got the 3 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay. So with that being said, Oh yeah, and then back here in this card, we got 3 people way in the background. So there's something significant about the number 3 for you. Make sure you look up angel number 3 when we get off the call or video. See what angel number 3 means to you. But in tarot, it means a few things. It means that it's time for you to start working with people. Okay. Maybe you have been dipping off, right? um, doing your own thing, right? Just trying to get your own freedom, get your own thoughts together, and just kind of dipping off on people, right? To get your mind right. And that's nothing wrong with that. But maybe you haven't been enjoying life like you should. All right. We got the 7 of swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. All right. So maybe, you need to think about some things that you said that you desire to do, or some ideas that you had, because maybe you said you were going to do some things, maybe with family or friends or whatever, even business, and maybe you said you were going to have fun, but you like, shit, haha, I'm out on y'all ass, I'm going to do my own thing, right? I'm going to search for myself, find myself again, get freedom, get adventure, dipping off, going to the beach or the desert, buy some water, just to get some peace uh, for yourself. And maybe that meant, you've been leaving people behind. If you got children, you just been doing your own thing, right? Leaving them off, leaving them while you get your mind right. Um, and it's almost like with this card, 7 of swords, like you've been saying one thing but doing another. That's what it seems like. Uh, but these experiences are going to take you to new heights. Okay. So now we have the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here, the 3 of Wands. So now you're waiting, right? Some of you have been physically hurt. Some of you been emotionally hurt with a situation, but you're still keeping faith. You're still holding on, to your hope, dreams, goals, and desires, your passions, your spirituality, and some of you, even a person, you're still holding on hope and you waiting on them. But the message is, see if y'all can see it. All right, this is another self-love message. It's the energy we must listen to, not our interpretation of it. I want to repeat that. It's the energy we must listen to, not our interpretation of it. So if somebody's giving you a vibe, you got to trust that. We can't make excuses for people. Oh, well, they said this, I felt like this, but they doing that, or they saying that. Go with the energy that you feel. Go with the vibe that you feel. You got to trust that. Okay, it's okay to have hope, but don't complain when they don't follow through, because you should have trusted yourself first, right? Um, don't complain when you don't have the freedom or the fun or the desire that you have, because you chose to turn your back on it, right? Um, or you chose to stop waiting and go back to something old, right? Don't complain, because remember, life is all about the decisions. Now, I got this Oracle book. My daughter bought it for me, y'all. So sometimes I pull messages out of here, and your message for today is, can y'all see it? It says, let your guard down. This is not a time for walls. Let your guard down. This is not a time for walls. Okay. So that tells me that some of you Cancers probably have been putting up walls um, in your thinking, right? In your relationships, uh, in your goals. Um, and it's time to take those walls down, right? It's time to stop negative thinking. It's time uh, to work with people. So say if you had walls up against certain people, in family, friendships, or business, it's time to let the walls down. It's time to stop. It's time to start working with people, because I'm telling you, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here, 6 cards if we count the 3 pluses in here. So you got 6 cards with threes, and if I count this, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, right? And then this page, you can't see the page number, but this page is number 7. So you got 7 threes, and this your message was on page 7. So listen, Look up the angel number 3 and look up the angel number 7. All right. Um, it's time to start working with people instead of trying to do things on your own. Sometimes, though, in waiting for people or working with people, sometimes you got to wait on them to bring in what you desire for them to bring in, especially in business, right? Because this right here, we call this the waiting for your ships to come in, right? It's coming, but you just been waiting. So sometimes waiting is good, but don't complain in the process, right? Because you probably like, man, I done trusted people before, I done worked with people before, I done gave them my heart before, I done did this before. But it's like, I'm hold on one more time, right? Because that was the past and this is now. So give me a moment, counselors. Let me look over all the cards and make sure I'm tying all the messages in and giving you what you need to hear, what your soul needs to hear today. I don't know if somebody been playing with you, like playing with you or playing with your heart, or playing with your emotions or playing with your money or your business, or somebody tried to or did play you and it kind of hurt you and bruised you a little bit. Um, but remember, it's time for you to focus on your freedom. It's time for you to focus on your adventure. Okay. Um, it's time for you to discover who you are, right? And I know I said you're going to be working with people, but when you tap into who you really are, then you're going to attract the people, the business people, the family, and even the love relationships that you need, because you'll be a healed you. You'll be a better you, so you can attract a better person. So maybe the healing that needs to be done, the thought process, getting rid of negative thoughts, even getting away to yourself, maybe, and even releasing the need to complain. These are things that you may do on your own, right? Because nobody can really do that for you, right? You have to choose positive thoughts, right? You have to choose to let go of energy that's been holding you, making you feel heavy. You have to choose those things. But once you do that, then you can start working with people on your creative acts. You can start working with people on your passions and your desires, on your growth, working with people or traveling with people, for fun and adventure. But you'll have the freedom to do so. Just remember to trust your own intuition. Pay attention to the energy that you feel. Always trust yourself. You're never tripping, right? You're never tripping. That's what my daughter told me. You're never tripping. So I'm going to tell y'all, you're never tripping. You got to trust the energy. Don't try to make excuses and interpret, well, they said that, but they went through this and, they've been hurt too. And nah, forget all that. Trust the energy that you feel. It's time for you to trust yourself. We sometimes we be so worried about what other people got going on, we forget about what we got going on. So it's time for you to discover you, Cancer, all over again. But it's gonna take you to new heights. Your mindset, your fun, your freedom, right? You're gonna be so free. It's gonna release the heaviness that's off you. Release the heaviness. Release any heaviness that's been on you. It's gonna be released off of you now. Okay. So you're going through a reconditioning, a reestablishing of yourself again. That's what's happening. Because I tell people, sometimes we lose ourselves in relationships, we lose ourselves in marriages, we lose ourselves with raising kids, we lose ourselves on a job when you're putting all the energy out to them, but not putting it back in yourself. So when it happens, spirit will bring situations in to lead you right back to you. Right. So this experience has come to lead you right back to you, because you forgot about you. You forgot about your dreams, your hopes and goals, because you was focusing on one thing. But now spirit is like, no, there's multiple things you could be working on. Yeah, you have multiple dreams, multiple goals, multiple desires, and growth. So remember to lean on your spirituality. Hold on to those hopes, dreams, and goals, right? Just remember, if it's tied to another person, then that's when you got to trust your own energy, right? Especially if you've been hurt or bruised before. Um, You got to trust yourself. But if it's your own dream, your own goal, it's just you, you putting the business ideas out there, you making moves, then, you still got to trust yourself when it comes to business relationships. But if it's a personal romantic type relationship, you got to trust the energy. You got to go by what's what you feel without making excuses for them. Even in business too. So just be careful of that. Protect yourself at all times. Because there's a time for fun and games, and then there's a time to get your mind right. And right now, it's time for you to get your mind right. It's time for you to release the need to complain. It's time for freedom and adventure for you. It's time for you to take off and shoot your shot, right? What they say, shoot your shot. It's time for you to shoot your shot towards your hopes, dreams, goals, and desires. And you may not even know how this gonna happen, when it's gonna happen, what you're gonna do. But if you discover yourself again, rediscover the cancer, and meditate and ask yourself questions, the answers will come, and you'll know exactly what to do, when to do it, and who to do it with. Okay. And remember in the beginning, I said some things can wait, some things cannot. So the things that cannot wait is your mindset. You have to really stop complaining. You have to see the positive in everything. Now you don't have to, but I strongly encourage it. The things that can wait, there's some dreams, there's some hopes, there's some goals. For some of y'all, it could even be you waiting on money or something like that. You can wait on that. That's coming. You're gonna be good. If it's a person, you can wait on that. But your mindset, that controls your present, and it also controls your now. Hey y'all, I ain't even been seeing the chat, Miss Bella. I'm so child, I've been so into the reading. I apologize for not responding in the chat, y'all. As y'all see, I got my laptop so I see it, but my apologies for not responding. But I see you. Y'all know I just be in the zone. But yeah, thank you, Miss Bella, for commenting. I always, meditate before I do these. I'm making sure I'm tapping into the Cancer energy and giving y'all what y'all soul need to hear. Sometimes I look at the cards, I'd be like, what? I don't know, but y'all know because y'all are Cancer. But I'm just glad you heard what your soul needed to hear, because I try to keep everything positive. When I see some BS, I still mention it a little bit, but I don't focus on that, right? My focus is to get y'all right, to get y'all better, to get you to the best you, right? To make you be the best counselor that you can be. But it is takeoff time for you. Things are about to take off for you, like I say, mentally. And once that happens, once you can change your mindset, then you can change everything around you. Like your life begins to change for the better. Because remember, you can manifest either way. When you're thinking thoughts, you're manifesting. So you can manifest good or you can manifest negative, right? So it's best to focus on the good, see the good in everything, every little thing, and just keep telling yourself it's going to work out for my good. It's working out in my favor. I don't care what it look like, what's happening. Just say this is working out in my favor, and watch. It will work out in your favor. So just get that mind right. Get back to who you truly are, right? Have fun. And along the way, everything else will come. Remember, y'all look up those angel numbers, three, because y'all had so many threes in here. 3 3 3 3 3. Okay, so look up the angel number 33333, or just look up number 3, but also look up the number 7, because 3 came up 7 times, I think. But anyway, it's a lot of threes in this reading, so y'all make sure y'all look that up to see what other angel message the spirit has out there for you. Number 3 is important today for you, and number 7 as well. So remember, let your guard down. This is not a time for walls, okay? Don't keep your walls up when you're dealing with people, because you never know who's going to be that one to help catapult you to your goal, to help catapult you to fun, right? And freedom and adventure. And remember, life is about experience. So sometimes we want to hold on to people, right? But sometimes they're just there for the moment to give us an experience, right? So just enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience, and within that experience, you're going to discover you, because that's what season you're in, discovery. So it's all about discovering you right now. Okay. All right. And as you discover yourself, then you discover others. And that's when it really gets fun. All right. And interesting. Because remember, everybody is a mirror of us. So I know we hate to hear that sometimes, because you be like, oh, I know I don't act like that. If you think long enough, you'll see you do. And then when you see that in others, then you know you don't like that in yourself, and you change it, right? Or if you see something that you love in others, you're like, oh, I act like that. Oh, okay, I like that. I need to keep doing that. So once you tap into who you are, then you tap into who other people are, and you see the mirror effect. You'll start seeing it now that I mentioned it, the mirror effect. And it helps with not being so judgmental of others, um, because we realize that, man, I'm like that, or I used to be like that, or I don't need to be like that. So you'll see. All right. So thank you for joining me. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the Cancer playlist if this is your first time joining me. And see what other messages jump out to you. I'm just looking over the cards one last time. I think that's all the messages, but I always like to look just to be. Oh yeah. I did see that. Observe your attitude. Yeah, this was one that was on the bottom of the deck. So that what's happening is the old you is passing away. There's like a new you coming, and you're probably looking at the old you like, damn, my life. That's the old me is gone, but that's okay. Don't be sad about it. Just recognize that it's about to be a you new coming, and you're going. That's the old you. Now it's time to go towards the future. Okay, just remember to be positive. Always ask yourself if you're being positive or negative, and you know by the way you feel. All right, if you start feeling sad, if you start feeling down, then change the channel in your mind quickly. Like quickly, be like, hold on, no, I need to stop thinking that thought. Let me think about something that's gonna make me happy. Let me think about something fun. And that's what you focus on. Don't focus on anything. Don't listen to those sad songs. Don't do that shit right now. Yes, Bella, definitely be positive. So don't listen or watch anything that's gonna bring your energy down. Okay. You can change the channel, you can turn the radio off, but what's most important, you have to change the channel in your mind. Once you do that, you could just focus on something that does make you happy. Focus on something that um makes you feel good. And if you can't do that, then you need to just take a nap and go to sleep, and then wake up with a new mindset. Okay. But it can be done, and it will be done. I believe in you, Cancer. All right. So thank y'all so much for joining me. Y'all energy was strong on me today. So when that happens, I have to get the messages out. But I appreciate you for joining me. Share some love, share some light, enjoy your life, and I will see y'all Cancers in the next video. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. If you already subscribed, thank you so much. I'm also on TikTok where I do a card of the day. So thank you. Oh yeah, y'all check out my pick a card playlist too. So sometimes, I know sometimes there's gonna be some messages in there for y'all too. And it gives you a chance to kind of interact. You choose the energy. All right. So yeah, thank you. Y'all have a great day. See y'all in the next video.